So far we've talked about depositing our crypto on the platform, using that as collateral to withdraw crypto, which we then have to pay back though. We can't just take out and not pay it back. That would be great, wouldn't it? But we can't. So we have to pay that back. And how does that interest rate actually get determined? That's what I'm going to show you right here. So here we can see that we have the repayments, and we've taken out almost $400 worth of USDC. Now as time goes on, the amount we have to repay will keep increasing based on the interest rate. Now, how is this actually determined? It's based on what's called an optimal utilization rate, as an example. And this is basically changed for each different type of asset. So for example, with USDC, let's say it had an optimal utilization rate of 90%. And what this would mean then is over here on the y-axis is our interest rate. Over here is the optimal utilization rate and the current utilization rate. So let's say we had $1 million of USDC, and we had that as liquidity, and borrowed out of that was $900,000 or 90%. You can see here we have a really quick spike in the interest rate. Well, why is that happening? It's because as that interest rate spikes, what it will do and incentivize is more people to provide liquidity, right? What that will do is will bring that utilization rate down, which will then bring down the interest rate and help rebalance that. And that's what you need to understand essentially about interest rates and repayments is over time you have to pay this back. And you can do that quite easily by going ahead and entering an amount such as, for example, I want to pay back $250 worth. I can do that right here. I'm going to go ahead and run this transaction. I'm going to approve the contract here. In just a second, we'll get another one, and then you'll see I'm going to go ahead and just repay this back by clicking this right here to run a transaction for that repayment to occur. And now you can see I've actually reduced the amount that's actually been borrowed here. My outstanding balance has gone down, okay, as has the amount borrowed. And that's essentially repayments. You're going to want to make sure you're managing that over time. Also looking at that health factor like we talked about. You can find these details in your dashboard over here as well.